Good morning, everyone. How are you? How are you doing? I hope everyone's well. Happy Wednesday morning. We're halfway through the week. So today we're talking about how to diet and not how to diet, how to not diet and actually still lose weight, right? Because our goal usually is to lose weight, right? And it'd be nice to not have to be on a diet, wouldn't it? So I don't know about you, but every diet I've ever been on, it always just ended up the same way. Never a good thing. There were all these foods that I told myself that I couldn't have, that I wasn't allowed to eat. It was deprivation city. It was, and it was no fun. I was miserable. And it's not a good way to live. It's not healthy. It's not healthy physically, what's going on in your body, and it's not healthy mentally for you either. So you're like a stress mess, right? And that stress alone is going to keep all of that weight on your body, no matter how much you try to restrict. And that's only making it worse, because that's going to make your body hold on to everything, because it's thinking, oh my goodness, when am I ever going to get some good amount of food? I got to hold on to everything that I am being given, because I'm not getting the proper amounts of what I really need. Okay? So a lot of our thinking is a little backwards when it comes to dieting, and really it comes down to science, and we can't deny that. So if you come on this morning, please say hello. I'd love to know you're here. If you happen to catch the replay, #replay, so I know you're here too. And if you have any questions as I go along, let me know. Just pop it in the comments for me. So what actually changed my journey from dieting, one is for health reasons, of course. I want to be really healthy as I can possibly be. And for myself, I got to a point where my eyes just finally opened, and I could see what was really happening. When you get stuck in that dieting cycle, it's almost like you're blind to everything, and you just kind of go through the motions. And when I finally was able to open my eyes and really see what was actually happening and going on, and including things like family history, like diabetes and cancer, things like that. I knew that, I don't want any of these genes to be placed on me. I certainly don't want to end up with diabetes, and I certainly don't want to end up with cancer or any kind of disease or sickness in my body. So I knew something had to change, right? I decided, first of all, to get off that dieting roller coaster, and I did tons of research. I've always been fascinated by all these things that I learn, and I always want to learn more. So that drives me to continue to keep learning, because everything I do learn fascinates me. And so after all of these years of research, and then deciding to become a health coach, I learned that losing weight sustainably, it isn't about counting calories, right? It's about just creating this hormonal balance within our bodies. And since stress and emotional issues can create this not so favorable hormonal environment within our bodies, we have to make sure that we address those issues from a mind-body perspective, okay? It's about taking that holistic approach that actually looks at our psychological and our emotional life, or our emotional well-being, as much as what we're actually eating and when we're eating. So I just want to share with you today, some of the things that I've learned, some of the things that I've done to help myself, get off this dieting roller coaster and just eat more intuitively and eat in a way that feels really good to my body, both mentally and physically. So some of these things were, I just stopped dieting so that I could actually nourish my body. Because when you're restricting, your body is not getting enough of the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that it really needs, right? It makes sense. You're depriving it. So I learned through my research that my body was chronically starved, all right? I was pretty much starving myself, but not realizing it. And, through deprivation from all of these nutrients. But now I make sure that I give myself just really high quality nutrients as much as possible, as much as I possibly can. And if I wanted things like ice cream or pizza or chips or whatever, I'll eat them. Yeah, without any hesitation, without restricting any of those kinds of foods. But eventually, I've kind of lost my taste for those junk foods for as much as I've wanted them in the past. Because my body has actually learned to prefer the higher quality, nutrient-dense type foods, okay? And dieting can also wreak havoc on your digestion. My digestion was horrible. Digestion problems can cause inflammation, and those inflammatory hormones are putting our bodies into that fat storage mode. Not where we want to be, is it? So what I do now, I eat more like fermented foods, which I absolutely love anyway, like sauerkraut. I'll put it on anything because I love it. It's so good, but it's so good for your gut and for your gut bacteria, for that nice, healthy gut environment. You know, cultured foods and just taking, I take my probiotics now and my digestive enzymes, and that just normalizes my digestion for me, okay? Just all of these healthy, nourishing things going into my body. And I also started using these mind-body practices to reduce stress, because stress increases cortisol, that lovely stress hormone, and it's going to increase our inflammatory hormones as well when we're stressed out. So these hormones can give us those cravings, like those constant cravings, and it puts our body, again, in that chronic fat storage mode. Not where we want to be. So a lot of people, may realize how important it is to learn that, yes, I need to reduce stress. So everything that I'm telling you, I've implemented, but I also work through all of these de-stressing techniques with my clients as well. Like things like meditating and visualizing. And some of these things can be done like really easy, like the first thing in the morning, just to start off your day, and they can be extremely effective in reducing stress for you. Like I said, it's a great way to begin your day. So taking on this mind-body approach, it just, again, helps nourish your body, and it reduces that physical and mental, that emotional stress before we even begin our day. Sets us kind of in the right mood, like on the right path, okay? Because all that mental and emotional stress is only going to cause more weight gain for us, even if we think we're doing all of the right things. But if our body's under stress, it's not going to help us towards our weight loss goals, okay? So if you've just spent your life maybe yo-yo dieting, like I did in the past, and you just want to lose weight and be healthy, then, reach out. I'm happy to talk to you, and we can take a closer look and see how I can help take you from where you are now to where you'd like to go. Maybe you're feeling a little stuck, maybe a little confused, maybe a little frustrated, maybe you just have some questions. I'm happy to chat with you. You can leave a comment, PM me, whichever works best for you. So if there's no more questions, I'm going to hop off, but I hope you all have a beautiful day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.